my yoga session, and today is going to be more easy to moderate. I don't practice too often, so I'm still very much a beginner. Hello, my name is Charlotte. Forgot to say that earlier. Anyway, let's start with, this is half locust. So we're going to pull our feet up, crisscross. So the bottoms of our feet are facing up towards the ceiling, and they're crisscrossed, of course. And then our back is going to be completely straight. And we're just going to start breathing and feeling that stretch in our thighs and even in our back as we have our legs crossed. So let's take 4 deep breaths. Out through the mouth slowly. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Release your feet. And now we're going to put our feet together in the front as close as we can to our thighs and grab a hold of our toes with both hands. And now we're going to lean forward. It's okay if you can't get too far, but just try to go as far as you can. Sometimes I have to push out my feet a little bit further than I would have thought. And just breathe as you go down. Try to touch your forehead to your toes. And hold. You want to leave your knees as closest to the ground as possible to get a good stretch in your hamstrings and in your back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in, release. Now we're going to get on our knees and our hands hip length apart. Our legs are hip length and our hands are shoulder width, directly below our shoulders, and we're going to raise our stomach up. Breathe in. This is called a cat pose. And breathe out. Push your belly down to the floor and look up. Cow pose. We're going to do this 5 times. Take it at your own pace. Remember to breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Then we're going to do, this is a camel pose. This is kind of harder. I'm not very good at it, but I'm going to try. So basically you're on your knees and you're leaning back and you're trying to touch your ankles. So grab your ankles and push up. Hold it as long as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. All right. Let's do child's pose after that. It was a little strenuous on my back personally. So child's pose, you're just putting your toes together and leaning completely back, resting your head on your mat, and just breathe. Let's stretching your lower back, making it super relaxed. 2 more breaths. now let's come up into plank. Have a flat back as much as possible and hold for 60 seconds. If you need to, go back into child's pose and rest if this is too strenuous for you. Remember to breathe. Twenty more seconds. And now we're going to push back into downward dog. And now you're going to reach your right leg and knee all the way up to your hands. Stand up tall with a lunge. Make sure the lunge is deep. And then we're going to open up to warrior two and hold. Remember to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cartwheel back to the mat. Downward dog. And bring our left leg and knee between our arms. Left up in a lunge. And then you're going to open your leg, your foot, your back foot is facing the wall. And your front is facing forward. Hold, continue to breathe, keep low. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down, and then we're gonna just rest for a minute. Do child pose if you want. Take a drink of water, and then we're gonna stand back up and do triangle pose. Wide stance, you look like a triangle. Go right or left, pick one, whichever one you would like. I'm gonna go to the right, touch my toes and my ankle and raise my arm straight up in the air, my left arm, and look up, straight up, and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just stand straight back up. Take a breather. All right, back down to the left, the opposite side that you just did. Right arm straight up in the air like a knife and looking up straight. I feel it a lot right here in my hip and my side, the stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand up. Okay, next, I'm gonna do mountain pose, and then we're gonna do some balancing poses. I might have to adjust my camera real quick. So now that we're done with mountain pose, we're gonna go into tree pose. Okay, tree pose, we're doing this. Back up, push your leg out. You can use whatever leg you want. You can put your leg here on your thigh like I usually do. I found balance there the best. Down here on your calf, or you can have your toes all the way on the ground and just press up against your leg that is firm. Okay, let's get into position. And then we're gonna raise our arms all the way up and hold. If you fall out of the pose, it's not a big deal. If you want to get back into the pose, go for it. If you don't, child pose is perfectly fine. And remember to breathe. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. shake it out, and find your footing in the other or the opposite foot that you just did. So what you're gonna do is just lock in your leg. Put all your weight on it before you lift your leg. Bring it up the opposite leg, push it out, and place it wherever you want to put it. Arms straight up or down at heart center, whichever is most comfortable for yourself. Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So this next pose I haven't done in a while. It's called the Eagle Pose. So you're going to be balancing again, same ordeal, but you're going to be putting your foot all the way around and then sitting with your arms crossed. I'm not really sure how to explain this besides showing you the best and that kind of thing. So you're just kind of crossing your legs and your arms, intertwining. So knee over knee and then foot behind the leg that is balancing, and then you're going to intertwine your arms. Hold, keep breathing, bend down just a little bit, try to sit kind of like a chair pose, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Whew. Okay, my heart's racing. Okay, so I'm gonna plant my next foot that I wasn't standing on before, and then I'm gonna crisscross all around, and then same with my arms. Okay, I'm a little off balance here. All right. Oh, see, it's even hard for me for sure. All right, keep trying. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Next, we're gonna go forward fold, just to stretch out completely. All right. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. Another breath. Continue to breathe. It feels good to lean forward. Okay, now we're going to come down onto the mat and do a seated forward fold. Grab your toes, ankles, knees, shins, whatever you can reach, and just pull yourself down as far as you can to the mat. Hopefully you can see me. Fold. Try to get your forehead down to your knees as best as you can. Continue to breathe. Okay, now we're going to do boat pose. Okay, so you're going to come all the way down, keep your knees up in the air, your ankles, you should be able to touch them. And then you're going to press up onto your shoulder blades as much as you can and just hold. You're going to want to bring your knees into one another. That's what it feels like you're trying to push your knees together to keep your butt up. You're going to flex your glutes and feel it in your back. At least I do. Yay. Squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. I'm going to bring up my knees to my chest because that feels good. You can do it as well if you'd like. And I'm just continuing to breathe or you can lay flat on your mat because we are done. All right, so while we lie here and just reboot, reconnect, slow our breathing, I'm going to just talk a little bit, and if you're all done, go ahead and go. I will see you next time, hopefully. This has been a long 10 days. My children have been home. Well, my daughter has been home with me for 10 days straight now. So I feel like I need to decompress a little bit. It's been a while since I've had some alone time, and today she came down with the flu. So I'm not quite sure, but I just need to try to relax. That's why I'm doing the yoga today for myself. Now roll over to your right or your left, come on up and sit in crisscross, hands on knees. Let's take 3 deep breaths. One more. Today, if you have any stressful time with anything, just try to remember to recenter, refocus on the positives, be grateful for what you have and are provided, and try to focus on the positives. I know it's hard at times, but that is what will recenter you and keep you from snapping. Or just leave the room altogether for a few minutes and try to relax as best as possible, because we all go through hard times and emotional days and stressful times, but we can get through it as long as we recenter our mind on the positives, and that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd love to have you, and I will see you in the next one.